Robert, here you are back at your old primary school. You've done your bit. You've been round the classes. You've taken part in a training session. What's it been like?
It's been great, you know, to see the school, how well it's come on, to see some of the old teachers, to see the pupils as well, to see how much they're enjoying it. And I think it's good to come here and you know, everything that Tesco Bank are doing, you know, is terrific for the school, even for the development of some of the kids. You know, you might have another Scotland International in this school, you just don't know.
What do you remember about being here? I know it was a few years ago, but what was it like?
It wasn't like this. It was a different kind of atmosphere. Not better for me, to be honest with you, because you know, the kids now, they've got everything going for them now. You know, you can see, you know, they're constantly working the kids' minds. You can see that with all the different projects and things, even the eating and stuff as well. The nutrition side, as we says, you know, it's great for the kids, and it's different from when I was here. But as I say, it's for the better.
So what was your day like here? Was it just all about when can I play football?
Yeah, it was. We used to play, you know, we were organising games, primary 4s against primary 5s and primary 6 and 7s when you get in that age bracket, and it was different for us back then because, as I said, they didn't have all these projects and you know, things they're setting up now for the kids, and it was just a case we couldn't wait to, you know, get to play time and then lunchtime to try and get out and as I say, play football or climb up the shed and different things like that. You know, you're just crazy when you're a kid. But you know, now the teachers, and as I say, they're working close with the CPD, and they're developing that, you know, which is great for the kids and the schools.
Did you always want to be a footballer?
Yeah, I dreamed about it. I thought about it many occasions, but I didn't think it was going to turn into, obviously, you know, the way it has in the reality. So it's you know, it's worked out not too bad, but you know, I'm a type of person, you can always do more, and that obviously comes from yourself and try to be the best person you can be on a day-to-day basis. So you know, I'll continue to do that.
And the children are getting a big helping hand here with Tesco Bank, aren't they? Their healthy lifestyle and exercise and the football programme. It's a great setup.
Everything's superb. You know, I've just come in here today, and you know, it's an eye-opener to see how well Tesco are doing with it, you know, and the teachers as well. You need to, you know, it needs to be everybody on the same page, and that's the way it is here, you know, and that you just says about the kids, it's only them that's going to benefit from it. And you know, the best way is to start them early, to get it into their thought process, their mind, and there's a long research and method behind that. I know that because, you know, I've seen it firsthand myself down south in different areas like that. So it's superb for the kids, it's great for the schools, and it's, you know, it's terrific what Tesco are doing.
You've had quite a success story, but you know, did the teachers or the guys that took you here knew that you'd develop into what you have? Do you think they saw talent there?
I don't know. Maybe they thought, you know, because they don't realise, you know, what the levels are out there. They just realise maybe, you know, this kid's maybe got a chance. That's all. It might have been, as a few others, because we had some good players in their team. So whether you take that chance or not, or whether you want to go do something else, that's your own path. That's what you do. So for me, it was always, I wanted to try and be a footballer, so I worked hard as I possibly can to try and get there. You don't get anywhere in life without hard work, and people speak about luck and different things like that. You know, you need to work hard, and that, you know, the hard work never stops. It's constant. You know, I'm leaving here, then going to try and work hard to try and, you know, do my rehab for that day, and then I'll do it again tomorrow, and it's a, you know, a repetition. So yeah, you don't get anywhere without hard work.
How important were your family in getting you to where you are now?
They were massive support. They were a massive part. The kids, you know, growing up as well in the areas and such. You know, there's a lot of, you know, close families and stuff, and different things like that. We're all obviously willing their kids to do well. That's just part and parcel of, you know, fatherhood and you know, being a mum as well. So you know, you join that together. It's a joint kind of effort to try and get the best possible for your kids. That's it. That's, you know, sometimes you say, you know, your life doesn't really exist, it's about the kids, and that's exactly the way, you know, they put everything first, they put their kids first. That's the way my parents were. So, you know, obviously I've thanked them for it on many occasions, but they'll never obviously know how much obviously they meant to us, you know, for it.
Just sometimes you seem you're a very measured individual, and then you're very philosophical, but do you look at where you are and think, has this really happened to me? Sometimes does it get a bit surreal?
Yeah, well, I think you can do that, but I'm not that type of person, to be honest with you. As I say, you always try and drive each day to try and be a better person for the next, and I can't look, can't get ahead of myself. It's not in my makeup, I wouldn't do that, and that's where obviously you've got a grounded family who have always been brought up in the streets of Glasgow and realise what the levels and the struggles through life that we had. So I think that stems you for the future, and it was great to have them, and it's still great to have them through, especially through this tough time. Obviously up here for a month, and getting in and seeing the family every day is special.
What advice, finally, would you give to families and youngsters in the current climate and environment, and kids that you get at schools here?
The advice that you give is you've got one chance basically here and in life, and I don't want to go too deep, but that's it. Don't live with any regrets, and try and work as hard as you possibly can. Try and listen to people that have been there, probably made the mistakes themselves, and try and learn from that. And as a family as a whole, just do things that make you happy. Because if you're not happy in work every day, then you're not going to get the best out of yourself. So it's great to as I say, be here today, and I wouldn't have probably been in this position if it wasn't for my family.